Bangladesh's Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has secured a third term in office after a landslide victory in the country's general election. The Electoral Commission says Sheikh Hasina's coalition won 288 of 300 seats in Parliament in Sunday's vote. But the election was tarnished by violence as well as accusations of vote rigging and voter suppression. Opposition leader Kamal Hossain has called for new elections. Both the ruling party and the opposition reported attacks on their supporters and candidates. Over a dozen people were killed during violence on the election day. All right, our correspondent Nimisha Jaiswal is standing by in the capital for us in Dhaka. Hi, Nimisha. So Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's alliance managed to secure all but 12 of the 300 seats. Does this result, this very strong result, come as a surprise?
Well, this result definitely does not come as a surprise, and not just because the few by-polls that were conducted did predict a landslide victory for Sheikh Hasina. This is also because of what the opposition has been pointing out for the last 3 weeks. The opposition was only cobbled together a few short months before the election, but in the weeks of campaigning leading up to it, opposition supporters were arrested and attacked. Deaths happened in both camps, but the opposition, of course, alleged that even its candidates were facing harassment by the authorities. And this is not just claims by the opposition. Even foreign observers and human rights groups said that this was not a level playing field. The surprise would have actually been if the opposition had scored more than 12 seats.
All right, Nimisha, having said all of this, how credible then is this election?
Well, the credibility of this election has definitely been drawn into question. DW itself over here has spoken to at least 2 voters who faced some kind of intimidation or harassment at the polls. They said that they were not able to cast their vote freely. One of them even said that his vote was already cast for him. He was not able to actually put down the stamp. On the other hand, we also have reports of reporters saying that they witnessed ballot box stuffing. But any decisions and any investigation into these discrepancies would have to be done by the Election Commission. The Election Commission is the authority which can actually declare any kind of voter rigging. So far, the Election Commission has said that the vote has gone through freely and fairly. But of course, there are allegations against the Election Commission as well of a bias towards the ruling party.
OK, Nimisha, we know that the opposition leader, he's demanded a new vote. That would be Kamal Hossain. What is the likelihood that the opposition will be able to challenge the result?
Well, a short history lesson actually comes into play here. The opposition is demanding that the vote be reconducted under a caretaker government, that a ruling government should not oversee a vote. This has happened once before when the current ruling party was in the opposition, and back in '96 they successfully managed to push through for a re-election under a caretaker government. They rejected an election where the opposition leader Khaleda Zia actually came to power. But observers over here and political commenters say that this is very unlikely right now because the current opposition, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, just does not wield enough power to actually push through such a demand. This demand was pushed through in '96 by massive nationwide protests by the party in opposition then. Currently, the BNP just does not have that kind of power to push a re-election through.
All right, that's Nimisha Jaiswal, our correspondent, reporting from the Bangladeshi capital, Dhaka, for us. Thank you.